Good evening. Hope everyone has had a great weekend. We certainly have a pretty busy day yesterday. Seeing the numbers still continue to be good after all that holiday period, and a few sales happening. So it's been a great weekend for us. Had a fair bit of family day today, which was good, which was a little bit unusual. Sometimes I am doing a little bit of work on Sundays, but today I sort of totally ruled it out. So had my social media team doing a little bit of stuff, but sort of took time with our little fella, and Sam and I went and had breakfast. Hadn't had breakfast in a while. Went to a nice place called Jesse's. Was it Jesse's Girl? Yeah. Jesse's Girl up at Petrie Terrace. So if you're out there looking, I'd highly recommend. It was a good, very different sort of menu as well. So guys, I'll be short and sharp. Just a quick one tonight. Authenticity and being real wins in 2018. We're seeing it more and more. I posted a story today, Nestor Avenue, sold for a lovely client of mine, Janet. Now, I know that, in the real estate space, people can see all these sort of, great results or decent results getting made, and it all appears to happen very easily, and no one knows what goes on behind the scenes. There was a lot of effort in getting the property, on Janet's behalf, ready for sale. So, I do thank her. It was an absolute privilege to sell her property, and a home on 2,861 square metres of land does take a while to prepare and maintain and get ready. So, there's a lot of stuff that goes on before you see that sold sticker. We went to auction, didn't sell, didn't get the result, didn't get the price we were looking for, just fell short. But look, but all sorts of buyers were there as well that had to regroup. We got two written offers and a verbal offer that didn't come in time after the auction. We put it under contract. It fell over on Monday. We went back to the other party and we resold it on Tuesday or Wednesday. I can't remember. It might have been Wednesday. State of Origin night, Wednesday night. Look. It's just, someone commented today, just sent me a message and just saying it was just refreshing not to see all this, how it's all perfect. Like last week, had a really good auction. We did a Facebook Live and an Instagram Live on that one at Carmel Street. We had 12 registered bidders, and, they're not all like that. So, this person made a comment. It's refreshing to hear what goes on a little bit behind the scenes. And all I was telling was the truth. That's what happened. I mean, the deal fell over. We got it back on. We, had the buyer that we're communicating with the whole way through that didn't have the property under contract, as well as new inquiry. It was we had to resell the property. But look, that's really good. Everything happens for a reason. Janet's gone to her new home, which is great, or going to go to a new home, and really thank the buyers. It's a beautiful young family that's in the area, and I'm really stoked for them. It is a property that if Sam and I were in the market, I'm very jealous. It's acreage, and if you do look at the other capital cities about, and do a circumference around the city and see the size of, go and find blocks that size, they're pretty rare. So the young family that's bought it will enjoy it for years to come. So good on them. So, guys, being real, look, we see a lot of it with social media. I mean, even with this, I only honestly just thought about talking about this about half an hour ago. I wasn't even going to do a live tonight, just thought I was going to have a night all off work, but just thought we'll throw it out there. So there's not really, much thought goes into it, as in, this is all off the cuff. I had a chat to one of my colleagues that used to work with me, Liam. Funnily enough, I was driving along to an appointment to a mutual client, and had a chat to him, and he said he enjoys these because they're off the cuff and they're real. Like, I'm not scripted. I'm just basically shooting from the hip a lot of the time, and just talking through my thoughts on different sorts of things. And that's why I'm always open to criticism, or people have got questions. So look, so a lot of the stuff you will see these days with social media, especially in the real estate field, it's you've got to look what actually goes on behind it, because there's this instant gratification, and look, it could be anything. It could be like, I don't know, if you're a guy and you're wanting to have this, ripped up six-pack body, but, and you go follow one of these, Instagram models or whatever, and you think it's going to happen, overnight, but it's not. But, look, it might be good inspiration, but whether that's going to happen overnight, is pretty highly unlikely. It's like real estate, there's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes, and, people think it's all, just, rosy, and, there's a lot of hard work that goes, a lot of long hours, and then, but some, like Carmel Street, we had a really good campaign, there was a lot of interest, and, worked very hard on that property, just as hard as all the other ones, but the challenge wasn't there at the end where, the higher price range, it can be a challenge sometimes. So, that instant gratification isn't always there, just like people lead it on. No one really puts their bad days up. I certainly don't. I didn't put, when I've had deals fall over, I don't really put them up on social media. It wouldn't be the best viewing, I'd say, especially because I keep it PG. So instant gratification. Don't believe everything you see out there thinking it's all real. You won't get, look behind the story and find the real story. Look, I had one recently that took a while to sell. We got the result, exactly what the owners were looking for, and we stuck to the plan. We knew the process, and didn't sell it in a day. Put my hand up, but it's real. And look, and being real is what's important to you as well. What's important to you may not be important to someone else. Ask yourself, are you doing it for the gratification of, to please other people? Are you a people pleaser? Or are you doing it, for yourself? Do you really enjoy, I don't know, just throwing things out there, that holiday, or are you really enjoying, that car that you can't afford? So, what are you doing it for? Is it to impress others, or is it to really please yourself? So, and what's important to me, I look at some of the things I see, in the world today, and, it's not important to me, but good on them. They can do whatever they want with their, someone can do whatever they want with their money, with regards to that. But, if you're living your life through the back of one of these phones where, even at breakfast this morning, Sam and I, have a no phone rule, like we took some photos, but, not sitting, and I saw a table full of girls, there was probably about 5 or 6 of them, and every single girl was like just on their phone, they weren't even talking. So, it's where everyone's attention's at, so if you're watching this, that's good, but, if in this day and age, that to have that interact and see that real is going to really hold you in good step, because people can see through that all the fakeness. So and what's important to you may not be important to someone else. And the most important thing, look, I got scolded this week about putting a photo up of my son and I during work hours, and look, I dropped in home, and look, I found him. Sam was actually just getting some of the laundry out, and I found him in a position that was really hilarious. He was actually sitting up watching watching TV, and I put a photo up, and people they get a little bit funny that you're not working, but I was actually just dropping home to see my wife and get a lunch. We sometimes try, because we don't see each other a heap during the week, and to get that that's not important to someone else, but it's really important because he's my why and my wife is my why. So things like that may not be important to someone. That's fine. If it's not important to them, and family life and whatever's not important, that's fine. But those sort of things are important to me. So I think people have got to respect those things. So and same goes to other people. If they've got something that's really important to them, you got to respect that. So guys, look, that's it for today. Probably a little Charleston. There's my little boy. He's getting a lot bigger. Say hello to everyone. Here he is. So guys, oh, how are you, mate? He's a bit milk drunk. He's had a bit. So guys, look, thanks very much for tuning in. This little fella and I are going to have a really good night tonight. Sam's having a laugh. There you go, buddy. It's been really good, and look, we look forward to seeing you next week, and I hope everyone has a great week. Thank you.